Welcome to lecture series on signals and systems. In continuation to the previous lecture, we were discussing about the convolution integral. Today also I will have one more problem on solving the convolution integral. Okay, so here the two continuous time signals have been given, x of t and h of t. We need to find the convolution between them. Okay. So convolution of continuous time signal is called as convolution integral, and convolution of discrete time signal is called as convolution sum. We know that already, it has been discussed in the previous lectures. Okay, so straight away I will start with the problem and step by step solution for the given problem. Okay, so you can see here the x of t is given. It's a continuous time signal. It starts at 0 and ends at 2 with the amplitude 2. Okay, so you can see that, and here there is an h of t which is little varied signal. It will have a different amplitudes at different intervals of time. As you can see here, from 0 to 1 its amplitude is 1, and from 1 to 2 its amplitude is -1. Okay, so I have forgotten to mention here, it is -1. Okay, then we need to find the convolution between these two signals. Okay, so obviously you are doing the convolution integral because both of these signals are continuous time signals. Okay, so what is the step 1 we have discussed these points already. Represent the given signal, that is x of t and h of t, in terms of x of tau and h of tau. So what we are doing here, we are just changing this time variable to tau. Okay, so same signal is been drawn back here with the x of tau and h of tau, and here is the tau variations. Okay, so there is no change in the signal at this point. In the step 2, what we need to do, according to the points of steps of discussion that we did in the previous lecture, we need to obtain the time reversal of h of tau. So that is nothing but we need to obtain h of minus tau. Okay, so what exactly we are doing, whatever the time periods of the h of tau is there, now it will be reversed, or you can say it is a mirror image of t equal to 0. Okay, so what will happen here, so every interval values will be negated, like यहाँ पे 0 1 2 है, now it will be 0 -1 -2, like this it will be there. The same signal will be mirrored, okay, over the y-axis. Okay, this is h of minus tau, sorry. Then what is the step 3? Step 3 is we need to shift this h of minus tau by t units. So when I am saying shifting by t units, I am just adding. Okay, so if I am saying I am adding some t units, that means I am shifting to the left side. Okay, so always remember in the convolution operation on continuous time signal or the discrete time signal. In other words, whenever we perform the convolution integral or the convolution sum, in the step 3 we used to have a n units addition in the discrete time signal or t unit addition in the continuous time signal. So accordingly what we are doing, we are shifting it towards the left side, and so that we can move this h of t minus tau, or in terms of discrete time it is h of n minus k, will be shifted from towards the right side step by step. Okay, so we will be shifting towards the left side, and then by each iteration we will be moving towards the right side. So that is how we used to calculate the convolution. Okay, so always remember it will be left shifted. So this signal is left shifted, means the t units will be added. So for every interval, if you add the t, what will it will be? 0 plus t is t, -1 plus t is t minus 1, -2 plus t is t minus 2. So this is how the intervals are there for the shifted signal, that is h of t minus tau. This concept is very important, like how many units it will be shifted, and what will be its end point and what will be its start point. ऐसा ये बहुत important है, आपको ये ध्यान रखना है. Okay, then step 4, it says we need to find the overlap regions. Okay, so if for this we have to go first different cases, like what will be if it is there here, what will be it if it is there here, if it is there here, like that we have to do some cases. Okay, so this process is also familiar to you. Okay, so in the first case what I will be doing, case A is equal to t is less than 0 for this h of t minus tau, जो ये t है, this point, if it is less than 0. Okay, so how I have to decide that whether it has to be less than 0 or something? So this is depends on the h of t, sorry, h of tau here. So h of tau, it is starting at 0 and it ends at 2, like it will be there on the only this side. Okay, so I have to check for this condition. Okay, so t should be less than 0. So if that is the case, what will be happening? Because your t which is there, that is the end of this h of t minus tau, it is less than the t equal to 0. It means it will be ending here, maybe here, maybe here, anywhere, but it is not there equal to 0. So obviously there will not be any overlapping between these two signals, that is h of tau and x of tau and h of t minus tau, दोनों सिग्नल के बीच में no overlapping रहेगा. So that why y of t equal to 0 for this. So for what value? For t less than 0, y of t is always 0. Okay, so this consideration we have to do, because while reconstruction of the y of t signal, these values are very important, these cases are very important. Okay, so I hope you understood with the case A. Okay, so moving next, it is case B. So next what we will be looking, so this is the graphical representation of every cases whatever we will be required to calculate this convolution between this given continuous time signal. Okay, तो पहला केस में मैंने जहाँ पे बोला था t is less than 0, that's why the t is here, so there is no overlapping between them, that's why y of t is equal to 0. Okay, in the second case, that is case B, if this t term which is h of t minus tau का end of the signal जो है, if it is there in between 0 and 1, that is the t is there between the 0 and 1. So why we need to go for such a varied cases? Because this is very varied signal, like depends on the type of signal, we have to decide how many cases I have to go through. Okay, so यहाँ पे h of tau will not be changing, it is there as it is, only this h of t minus tau will be shifted towards the right side so that we can find the overlapping. So obviously I cannot say, like in the previous example we have only two cases wherein t is less than 0 and t is greater than 0, ऐसा दो ही condition था, because that signal was continuous and it is easy for us to plot that. But यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं है, this is very different kind of signal, that's why we need to have such a long different cases. Okay, तो just understand in that manner. Okay, तो अगर a end point of t is there in between 0 and 1, so you can see here. Okay, now if you find the overlapping regions between them, you can see your x of tau is from 0 to 2 and your h of t minus tau is from t minus 2 to t, the t ends in between the 0 and 1. Okay, so we will have only this much is the region of overlapping. Okay, please understand, only this region is the overlapping region, so we need to find the value at this. Okay, are you understanding? Okay, so we will go back in the mathematical representation. For case B, that is t term is assumed to be in between 0 and 1. If this is the case, what will be our y of t? So we have the expression for convolution integral, y of t is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity x of tau h of t minus tau d tau, right? So if I substitute that, you can see the intervals are there from 0 to t, because 0 is the origin here and your signal, that our signal ends at t here, and only this is the region of overlapping, that's why the limits will be 0 to t. Then x of tau is having the amplitude 2, so that's why its value is 2, and h of t minus tau, its amplitude is 1, that's why it is 1 d tau. Okay, now if you integrate, it will be 2 t tau, so 2 as it is, it will coming out, and integration of this is tau, and the intervals are 0 to t. If you substitute that, it will be like, if I do that, 2 as it is there, tau के बदले हम यहाँ पे t डालेंगे, next इसको 0 डालेंगे, so it is just 2t. So y of t is equal to 2t for t in between 0 and 1. This is the second case. What about the third case? Okay, so if I assume that my t is ends between 1 and 2, okay, if t, that is h of t minus tau का t जो value है, if it lies between 1 and 2, as you can see in the case C graphical representation here, the t term is there in between 1 and 2. This is 2, okay, this is 1. So obviously you always remember this intervals of h of t minus tau. This is t minus 1 and t minus 2. Always it will be like that only it is shifting, okay. So it is 2 and in between them there is a t. Now if you look into the overlapping regions for this, you can see obviously the first curve is ends at in between 0 and 1 यहाँ पे, and from this h of t minus tau this ends in between 0 and minus 1. I hope you are understanding this one. T minus 2 is greater than minus 1. T minus 1 is greater than 0, but it is less than 1, and t is between the 1 and 2. So its period will not be changing. Okay, understanding? So accordingly, what will be the region of overlapping? The region of overlapping is from 0 to t. Obviously, right? 0 to t. But since the h of t minus tau is having a different amplitude, so that's why we will have a different like two integral terms. So वो कैसे होता है हम देखते हैं यहाँ पे. For a case C, t is in between 1 and 2. Okay, this is little complicated problem for you. If you have not understood the previous problem, it will be a little complicated. But if I am the way I am explaining, if you are following, then it will be easy for you. Okay, so please pay attention and understand this one. Y of t is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity h of tau h of t minus tau d tau. Okay, so this is the convolution integral formula. If I substitute these things, what will be my intervals? As again here you can see from 0 to t it is. So 0 to t, that is the interval, x of tau h of t minus tau d tau. Then here in this also the terms, that is 0 to t में भी हमने इसको दो intervals पे divide करना पड़ेगा, because amplitude is minus 1 here and amplitude here 1. So that's why from 0 to t minus 1 h of tau x of tau h of t minus tau d tau plus what is this point? This is t minus 1 point. From t minus 1 point to t there is a different amplitude of the h of t minus tau. That's why t minus 1 t x of tau h of t minus tau d tau. So like that we have divided our intervals. Okay, limit of intervals उसको हमने divide करना है, because we have a different amplitudes. So 0 to t minus 1 एक होगा and from t minus 1 to t दूसरा होगा. Okay, now substitute these values. So 0 to t minus 1, x of tau as it is 2, then h of t minus tau, it is minus 1 for this interval. So that's why it is minus 1 here d tau, plus t minus 2 t, t minus 1 to t, it is again 2 here for x of tau, and h of t minus tau it is 1 because it's positive 1 here d tau. Now if you simplify, what will happen? This is minus 2, यहाँ पे tau आएगा, okay, and यहाँ पे plus 2 tau. We have interval 0 to t minus 1 and t minus 1 to t. Okay, so moving further, if I substitute those intervals inside, so it will be minus 2 as you can see here. Okay, t minus 1 और 0 होगा या t minus 1, वहीं पे मैं यहाँ पे substitute कर रहा हूँ. So this is minus 2 common, t minus 1 minus 0 plus 2 into t minus of t minus 1. Okay, so this will be minus 2 t minus 1 because this is 0 term, plus this will be t minus t plus 1 होगा. So t minus t cancel होगा, सिर्फ plus 1 रहेगा. Okay, so what it will be here? It is minus 2t. This is minus minus plus 2 plus 2. So this will be plus 4. So y of t is equal to minus 2t plus 4 for t in between 1 and 2. This is case C. Okay, then in the case D, here now we will be seeing the t is ends between 2 and 3. This is 2 actually. T is in between 2 and 3. So if this is the case, what will happen? You can see here, this is the 2, okay, 0, 1, 2 and 3. So your t is there in between 2 and 3, okay, in between 2 and 3. Now if t is here, t minus 1 will be in between 1 and 2, and t minus 2 will be in between 0 and 1, okay. So now we will see the overlapping regions. So overlapping regions x of tau between h of t minus tau, this is h of t minus tau term, okay. So overlapping region, if you want to see, here it is starts at 0 and ends at 2, here it is starting at t minus 2 and ends at t here, but the t term is beyond the 2, that's why there will not be overlapping regions this here between 2 and t, okay. So what will be our overlapping regions here? From t minus 2 to 2. Are you understanding? Please pay attention here. T minus 2 to 2. Only this is the overlapping regions. So accordingly, again we will have a 2 intervals between t minus 2 to t minus 1, because h of t minus 2 का amplitude minus 1 रहेगा यहाँ पे, and from t minus 1 to 2 its amplitude is 1. So that will be there. We will see that in the class D. The t is between 2 and 3. So correspondingly, what it will be? Okay, t is between 2 and 3. Okay, so accordingly, what will happen? Same like y of t is equal to minus infinity to infinity h of tau, x of tau, h of t minus tau d tau. Now our terms will be t minus 2. You can see here, from t minus 2 to 2, that is the overlapping regions, okay. So that's why it is t minus 2 to 2, h of x of tau, h of t minus tau d tau, okay. This also I will be dividing into 2 intervals, because you can see t minus 2 to t minus 1 रहेगा, यहाँ पे t minus 1 to 2 it is having amplitude 1. So accordingly, what will happen here? Y of t is equal to integral minus t minus 2 to t minus 1 x of tau, h of t minus tau d tau, plus from t minus 1 to 2 integral t minus 1 to t minus 1 to 2 x of tau, h of t minus tau d tau, okay. Now put the values of x of tau and h of t minus tau here. Integral t minus 2 to t minus 1, 2 into minus 1, because this h of t minus tau is minus 1 here, so it will be d tau, plus integral t minus 1 to 2, यहाँ पे 2 है और 1 है, because in this region the amplitude is 1 and amplitude is here 2, that's why, okay. Now if you integrate, it will be minus 2 term बाहर आएगा, then tau of t2 minus t minus 1, t minus 2 and t minus 2, t minus 1, plus 2 into tau of t minus 1, 2. Substitute these values, it will be minus 2 t minus 1 minus of t minus 2 plus 2 into 2 minus t minus 1, okay. So if you do this math, you will get y of t is equal to 4 minus 2t, okay. So just you can follow this one, okay. Y of t is equal to 4 minus 2t. This is for t lies between 2 and 3. This is the case D, okay. Next we will be looking for case E, okay. In the case E, what is the condition? We are assuming that our t will be lies between 3 and 4, okay, 3 and 4. So in this region, what will happen? Now you can see the t term is there in between 3 and 4. Obviously your t minus 1 term will be there between 2 and 3, and your t minus 2 term will be there in between 1 and 2, okay. Understanding? So accordingly, what will be the overlapping regions now with respect to x of tau and h of t minus tau? This is h of t minus tau curve. तो दोनों को हम देखेंगे तो क्या आएगा? Only this is the 2, okay. So this is the overlapping region, that is from t minus 2 to 2, because this t minus term is also greater than the 2 and t is also greater than 2, that's why, okay. So accordingly we will have the interval of the integration from t minus 2 to 2 only. Okay, so that is the class E is equal to 3 t lies between 3 and 4. So we can have the expression for y of t is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of tau h of t minus tau d tau, okay, which is simply equal to t minus 2 to 2 x of tau h of t minus tau. Okay, so there is no multiple intervals, same single interval is there, t minus 2 to integral minus t minus 2 to 2 into minus 1, because at this interval it is minus 1, you can see here. Okay, so minus 1, so it is minus 2 tau into t minus 2 to 2. Okay, now if you substitute that, you can get as equal to minus 2 minus t minus 2, so it will be simply 2t minus 8. So do the math here, there is very simple math here. If you do that, you will get y of t is equal to 2t minus 8 for t lying between 3 and 4. And in the last case, if our t is greater than 4, okay, if our t is greater than 4, so in that sense, if you plot this one, actually I have not plotted it because that is not necessary in that sense. Okay, so I will do it here only. Okay, so this is 1 and 2, this is 3, and if it is 4. Now if your t is greater than 4, that is if it is there in between 4 and 5, this is the t term, samjho. Okay, so it will be ending after 2. This is h of t minus tau term. I have drawn here only so that you can get the information. Like if I consider this is the t term and this is the t minus 1 and this is the t minus 2. Okay, if t is in between 4 and 5, what will happen? It will end after 2 only. So there will not be overlapping. Okay, so that's why you can simply say for t is greater than 4, there will not be any overlapping. So for this region, y of t is again becomes 0. Okay, for what t is greater than 4. Now if you have all the expressions, what we have, y of t is equal to 0 for t is less than 0, 2t for 0 for t between 0 and 1, minus 2 plus 4 for t between 1 and 2, and 4 minus 2t for, that is same here, between t between 2 and 3, and minus 8 plus 2t for t between 3 and 4, and it is 0 for t being greater than 4. Okay, now if you plot for y of t, you will get the graphical y of t as like this. So we will solve this one also. T is 0, like y of t is 0 for t is less than 0, that's why it is 0 here. Okay, up to 0. Now in between t between 0 and 1, what it is? It is 2t. Okay, so it is saying y of t is equal to 2t for t being 0 and 1. So in between 0 and 1, it is 2t. If I simply substitute 1 here, what will happen? Y of t is equal to 2, and if I do 0.5, it is 0.5 into 2 is equal to 1. So y of t is equal to 1 for t equal to 0.5. So in that sense, you can say it is there from 0 to 2. At 1, it will be there at 2. Okay, next from 1 to 2, it is minus 2t plus 4, minus 2t plus 4. So if I substitute the value 2 here, what will happen? Minus 2 into 2, it is minus 4, minus 4 plus 4, it is 0. So from 2 to at 2, it will become 0 again. So you can directly draw this one. You don't have to calculate, since it is continuous, you will have values at all the intervals, but you don't have to do it, just substitute the end limits. So it is just, if I do the 2 t equal to 2, so it will become again 0. Okay, next again it is 4 minus 2t, the t being in between 2 and 3. So if I substitute 3 here, what will happen? 4 minus 6. Okay, so that is minus 2. So at 3, at t equal to 3, it is minus 2. So this will be extended here, and then for t in between 3 and 4, it is minus 8 plus 2t. So substitute t is equal to 4, what will happen? It will again become 0. So it will be at 4, here it is at 4, it will again become 0. So like this you will get this curve, and t being greater than 4, it is 0, so it will be 0 forever. Okay, so this is how we need to solve the things. So how many cases will be there, that depends on the type of question actually. Okay, apart from that, there is one practice problems I have given here, so you can solve by yourself. Here also it will be getting you the same kind of curve, so that you will have some cases like 4 or 5 cases we will get here. So try to solve by yourself, otherwise I will give you the solutions. Okay, thank you.